What is up? We are back, and today I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of my track called Mosquito. So I'm going to jump straight in. This one's an interesting one to do because there's quite a lot going on here, and I actually bounced out the stems for this and then put it into a new project to work on it. So it was like a two-stage track. So I'll start off with the lead. You can see here, it's actually a Nexus sound. Here's the sound here. And then I played around with the pitch. Oh, we got a freak out. So yeah, that's the sound. I just actually held one note in like that. And then I automated the pitch. You can see it's going up and down there. So here's the finished thing. So that's the dry sound, and then from there I bounced that into a new channel and then worked on that as audio. So here it is down here, and then I have chopped it up and changed it a little bit and added in some reverb, some EQ, and you can hear one of the cool effects is this bit where it's like brrr, like fluttering kind of thing. I actually used AutoPan and then automated the amount and the rate to get it to go kind of thing. So at first listen, it kind of sounds like a filter, but it's actually AutoPan. And then every now and then I automated the filter to go up, and I also automated the reverb, which I do quite a lot on my leads. Probably the next most important bit is the bass line. This is a bass patch I use in a lot of my tracks. I use it in Apache with Kryder. I use it in nearly all of them, and the reason I like using it is because it's got a really nice attack. So it almost sounds like Booker Shade or something, like really nice attack, real tony. So here's the synth. It's Strobe from Dcam, and the actual patch is BA 808 style. And then I play around with the cutoff and the release to get it to like exactly where I want to sit in each track. That's the programming, so it's just F again and then rises up to the A at the end there. And I think I automated the pitch. Oh, I did too, yeah. So the pitch is going crazy on this synth. So that's one of the things that actually makes the bass line sound the way it is the pitch. So without that, it's probably like super, super boring. I'll do it without it. Yeah, it's just straight. I hope you can hear that through the speakers, but just got another Nexus lead there to like reinforce the groove. That patch sound is Voice Pluck 1 from the EDM Voices pack. There's some cool stuff in that actually. I just got the filter right down. I like using Nexus sometimes, but like when I use it, I try to really hide the sound in whatever I'm doing, because I hate hearing a song and I'm like, oh, that's Nexus, like sound 101 or whatever, EDM lead, whatever. I always try to like hide it in there a bit. What else is important? I'll show you the vocal is actually, I tried to record my own voice, but it sounded really, really bad. So I got my mate, James from Rave Radio, to record his voice. Here's the original recording.
Right, Mosquito takes. Mosquito. 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 Mosquito.
Mosquito. That was the Australian accent. And then I pitched it down, added distortion, did all that kind of stuff. Added the CLA from waves, some reverb, and then
Mosquito.
That's how I kind of got it to.
Mosquito.
And then I recorded myself saying it. I pitched mine down 12 semitones.
Mosquito.
And that's mine there.
Mosquito.
That's what I originally had. I didn't really like it though, because you know how you hate your own voice.
Mosquito.
Then I just blended the two together, and
Mosquito.
that was it. There's not actually too much else going on really. There's this chord thing that goes on throughout, which is nice. It's like disco chords. So without everything on, that's what it sounds like. It's just a sample. But then I used LFO tool and drew in like a filter shape. So it's like wow, wow, wow. So that's something I also do in a lot of tracks. And then after that, I put a 2 filters. So over the course of the track, it just filters in and out. So it's just like building suspense. Another bit you can hear is like when it goes into the break, it's actually like the drop, but then everything's filtered. So to do that, I actually bounced out the whole drop, and then I re-imported that and just chucked a filter on it really. So I actually bounced to the drop without the lead, so it's just like the bass and the groove and the drums. And then I just put a filter on it and a bit of EQ so it wasn't too bassy. So it just keeps the track like moving along as everything builds back up. And then the build up does this cool wind. The build up does this cool wind up thing where everything's like, it sounds like it's doing the CDJ effect where you like loop it and then you shorten the loop. I've already done a YouTube tutorial on that, but I'll just quickly show you. Basically, I use the Ableton arpeggiator and I turn the rate to free mode, and then I just speed and shorten that up. And then I just automate that in and make it sound however I want. And I've also got like all the sounds doing the exact same thing, so they're all in different channels, but they're all got the same arpeggiator. So in the build up, it's like snares. There's that one, and snares. And then basically what I did was I found this project was getting way too messy, and I was like missing where bits were and stuff like that. So I wanted to declutter everything. So instead of just tidying up here, I thought it'd be better to bounce everything out into a brand new project. So I did that. I'll open that up now. Don't save. Yeah, because this track was like, it's like really simple tune, but like I've got so many channels going everywhere, I was kind of like losing my mind a little bit, which was annoying. Loading. All right, so here it is now, much simpler. And from here, I could like really just get in there and cut things and volume things and make it a lot tighter. So,
Mosquito.
So it's much tighter. I also like added in some more drums, some more fills, and then because you're working with just audio now, there's like no MIDI. You can get a lot more creative, I found. So like in this second drop,
Mosquito.
I thought it'd be cool to like pitch the lead down an octave. So so it's like, whoa, what the fuck? Where, as in the old project, I didn't really have that idea. So I think this is it. Yeah, so I was basically, I pitched down the lead and then I played around with the complex pro setting. I've rebounced this back to audio now. That's why it's on 0 semitones. Yeah, so that's it. Not much on the mastering chain. I've just kind of like grouped all the sounds, like all the drums, and then I've added a bit more. I've added the isotope ozone and just like made the drums wider. On the master, I've got a bit of saturation and a limiter, which is off at the moment. But yeah, that's basically just so I could play it in the clubs without it sounding horrible. So that's it. So that's the Mosquito track. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments and let me know what track you want me to do next, and I'll do it.